my name is Mariah Esparza, and today I'm going to talk about Diane Nash. Diane Nash was one of the effective leaders, civil rights leaders in 1950s through 1960s. She was actually born on May 15th of 1930. She did go to high school, ended up going to one college, and then transferred over to Fisk University in 1959, where it had all started. So she had noticed, and during that time frame, that the schools were segregated, meaning in the lunchrooms, it was, by color. And she decided to, that wasn't right, and she wanted to make a movement, in which she certainly did. Actually on May 10th of 1960, she did the sit-in movement in Nashville, Tennessee. At that time, she actually won. And so her purpose, again, was to desegregate the schools, and she did make that clear on that day, and she got what she actually was going for. In 1961, Nash became a full-time Freedom Rides coordinator. Basically, she would coordinate the movement, recruit people, and go through every state to pursue the action against desegregation. That was her goal, and she did definitely fulfill that. She was actually within the voting rights activists in Selma as well, and that's actually according to one of the articles I did read on how freedom rider Diane Nash risked her life to desegregate the South by Thad Morgan. So in that article, it did talk about how she did everything she could to get where she wanted to be, and also she also did get in a lot of trouble during that time frame as well. During that time frame, she actually got arrested when she was actually 6 months pregnant. But that was one of her goal was to not back down even though she was pregnant. They actually did let her go because she was pregnant, but she did make a claim stating that if they still wanted her, that they know where to find her. So going forward, one of our president during that time, which was the 35th president, it was John F. Kennedy. He actually appointed Nash to serve at the committee to develop civil rights, which later on grew into the Civil Rights Act of 1964. And so everything was going pretty well and smooth for her. This was her goal, was to continue to have the world not be segregated, and the plan was going really well. She is a highly known civil rights activist, so she actually did, within that time, in the biography written by Meredith Morgan, she did state it was a hard time for her, but she claims it was clear to me if we allowed freedom riders to stop, and the message would have been sent to stop nonviolence is to inflict massive violence. And basically, if she had stopped doing what she was doing, it would conflict and say that all they needed to do was create massive violence to stop this incident, and that wasn't what she wanted. But currently today, she still lives and still promoting fair housing as she is a current realtor, and continues to fight for her rights daily, even today. That's why we continue to live unsegregated.